I want to ask you something. Do you ever wake up and just feel empty? Not tired in the way that sleep can fix, but tired in your soul. Like even before you open your eyes, before you check your phone, before you drag yourself out of bed, there's already this weight sitting on your chest. Because that's me, most mornings. And I know I'm not the only one. For a while, I thought maybe I was just broken. Maybe I was lazy. Maybe I wasn't cut out for this thing people call life. But then I started looking around, talking to people my age, reading about what's happening with young adults right now. And it hit me. It's not just me, it's us. We are the most connected generation in history, but also the loneliest. We're supposed to have endless opportunities, but somehow we're more lost than ever. We're told to be grateful, to work harder, to smile more. But deep down, a lot of us are just barely holding on. And here's the thing, I don't think it's an accident. Let's be honest. The world we inherited, it feels broken. The rules we were given about how to live don't make sense anymore. Our parents told us, go to school, get a job, buy a house, start a family. Follow the steps and you'll be okay. But when we try to follow that script, it doesn't work. The math doesn't add up. Rent takes half our paycheck. Wages don't match the cost of living. Buying a house, that feels like a joke. And every time we scroll online, it's like a highlight reel of people living their best lives, while we're stuck wondering if we'll ever even catch up. So yeah, no wonder so many of us feel like life is pointless. But here's the thing I want to say, and maybe this will sound strange. It's not because we are pointless. It's because the system we're living in is exhausting, confusing, and honestly kind of cruel. And admitting that, that's not weakness. That's the first step to realizing we're not crazy for feeling this way. Let me put it like this. From the second we're born, we're put on a conveyor belt. School, grades, exams, university, debt, work, bills, more work. And along the way, we're told to pick a career at 18 like it's supposed to define us forever. We're told success means owning things. We're told happiness is a product we can buy if we just work harder, grind harder, smile harder. But deep down, we know it's not true. I feel it every time I clock into work. That sense of being a replaceable cog. That my value isn't who I am, but what I can produce. That the second I slow down, I'm seen as lazy or unmotivated. And it eats at you. It eats at me. Because I want meaning. I want to feel like my life matters. But when society tells you your worth is your productivity, how can you not feel empty when you're just trying to survive? And I know some people will say, that's just life. Everyone has to deal with it. Toughen up. But should life really feel like this? Should it feel like a constant uphill battle? Where no matter what we do, it's never enough? Now let's talk about the one thing that defines our generation more than anything else. The internet, social media. I don't even need to say much here because you already know. You scroll, I scroll, we all scroll. And at first it feels good. Funny videos, memes, seeing what friends are up to. But then, after a while, you start to feel it. That quiet ache in your chest. That comparison game. That thought, why does everyone else look like they're doing better than me? I'll be real with you. I fall into this trap all the time. I'll be sitting there at night scrolling through someone else's holiday photos, their perfect body, their perfect house, their perfect smile. And I'll just think, what am I even doing with my life? Why don't I have that? Why can't I just be happy like them? But here's the truth, most of them aren't happy either. The perfect lives we see online, they're just another product, just another mask. And yet, we can't look away. No wonder so many of us are anxious. No wonder depression is skyrocketing. We're living in a constant performance, and even when we know it's fake, it still hurts. Here's something I don't think gets said enough. We are lonely. Gen Z, millennials. We are lonelier than any generation before us. And it doesn't always make sense, right? Because we're connected all the time. We've got hundreds of friends online. We can message anyone instantly. But real, deep human connection? That's becoming rare. I'll be honest, sometimes I feel invisible. I'll be in a room full of people, laughing, talking, and still feel completely alone inside. Like no one really sees me, no one really hears me. And I know I'm not alone in that feeling. Because when I talk to people, so many of them say the same thing. Yeah, I feel like that too. It's like we're all quietly screaming behind a smile. So why am I saying all of this? Why am I spilling my feelings out into the void of the internet? Because someone has to. Because too many of us feel like we're broken when the truth is we're not. We're just trying to exist in a world that constantly pushes us past our limits. And I want you to know, if you're tired, if you're burnt out, if you feel like life has no meaning, I get it. I feel it too. But don't mistake those feelings for weakness. They're not proof that you're failing. They're proof that you're human, that you're alive in a world that makes being alive really, really hard sometimes. I don't have all the answers. Honestly, most days I don't even have half of them. But here's what I know. The way forward isn't pretending everything's fine. It isn't bottling it up. It isn't comparing yourself to some stranger online. It's slowing down. It's being real. It's admitting, I'm not okay right now. And that's okay. Sometimes it's about finding the smallest reasons to keep going. A song that makes you feel something, a walk in nature, a laugh with a friend, a dream you're not ready to give up on yet. Those little things matter more than the system wants us to believe. And maybe, just maybe, if enough of us start being honest about how broken this feels, we can build something better together. Something real. One of the hardest parts of being alive right now is that everything feels temporary. Jobs aren't secure, relationships are fragile, cities change faster than we can adjust. Even trends online vanish overnight. And when everything feels temporary, it's easy to wonder, what's the point? Why even try if it could all disappear tomorrow? But maybe, just maybe, meaning isn't in the big permanent things we're told to chase. Maybe meaning is in the little moments we tend to overlook. For me, I've started finding meaning in the smallest stuff. The way a song hits when I least expect it. The way a stranger holds the door open without thinking twice. The way the sky looks just before the sun disappears. Those aren't big achievements. They're not Instagram-worthy milestones. But they're real. And when I notice them, I feel alive. Even if just for a second. And maybe that's the secret no one tells us. Meaning isn't given to us by a job, a degree, or a paycheck. Meaning is created by us in the way we notice, connect, and care. Even when the world feels pointless, we can build our own points of light. Here's the thing I've been thinking about lately. Maybe we're not meant to survive this world alone, because that's what the system wants, to keep us isolated, comparing, competing. If we're divided, we're easier to control. But if we come together, if we share our pain, if we lift each other up, suddenly we're stronger than the system that tries to break us. I've noticed that whenever I open up about how I really feel, people around me start opening up too. It's like we've all been holding our breath, waiting for someone to say, "Hey, I'm struggling too." And once the silence is broken, connection grows. Maybe that's how we fight back. Not by pretending we've got it all figured out, but by admitting we don't. By supporting each other in the mess. By realizing that even if the system is broken, we don't have to be broken alone. So here's my challenge to you and to myself. The next time you feel like collapsing under the weight of everything, reach out. Text a friend, comment on someone's video. Share how you feel, even if it's messy, because chances are someone else is waiting for that same honesty. And maybe together, we can start to heal. Not because the system fixed itself, but because we found each other in the ruins. So if you've been sitting there, drowning in the same thoughts I have, asking yourself, why does life feel so pointless? Here's your answer. Life isn't pointless. The world just has a way of making it feel that way. But you're not pointless, you're not broken, you're not alone. And if no one else has told you this today, I'm proud of you for still being here.